This is Author Conversations, the Stenhouse Publishers podcast. In today's podcast, Brad Buhrow and Ann Garcia, authors of Ladybugs, Tornadoes, and Swirling Galaxies, discuss creating comfortable and safe spaces for English language learners, tapping into kids' experiences, and how their teaching style encourages critical thinking.
We have gone away from rows of desks in our classroom and put tables, small tables, and scattered them out throughout the room with bookshelves and pull-out spaces for the kids to be able to work. So we don't have this teacher standing at the dry erase board or the chalkboard lecturing to the kids. It's a much more interactive environment, which was really important in the way that we began teaching.
It also just the idea of minimizing management routines, so we spend less time on management. The kids have materials, everything they need at their fingertips. We've really worked hard on developing large classroom libraries with a lot of informational books that they can use at all different levels. We can pull kids together, groups of kids, based on strategies and things that they're approximating.
And these spaces give them places to talk and share and learn from each other, which we have found has really been important for our English language learners as well, because it's a comfortable space and a safe space. There's not a lot of stress around them, so they're able to talk and listen and interact with us and with the kids and not have a lot of anxiety, which has been really positive.
And also just for English learners, but also for all the kids, because when they talk, the other kids, they might stumble across a vocabulary word they don't know or a language structure, and the other kids will jump in and help them, or the teachers, us, will help them too. So it really mediates their language development.
So after we had gotten going with all of the physical environment and looking at how that would impact our teaching, we took a step back and realized that the kids have a wealth of experiences that oftentimes go untapped. And we use those experiences, and still do actually, to work with them to learn to read and to write and to question what's going on. And also we use it as a catalyst for them to develop, to share with us what their identity, whether they be bilingual kids or what kind of families they come from or their stories. We have a lot of immigrant kids, and so they have some very powerful stories. And we use what they write and share with us and tell us to read, to go on to the next level and start reading.
Right. So the kids, they're generating print, and then they read their print, and it's important and it's valid. So I think that takes a lot of rethinking by people that what kids write, what we write in the classroom and in school, from our experiences is valid.
And it's been obvious to us that a lot of people have been following the path of just doing one kind of guided reading and just using level books and getting sucked into that. And we have seen that you can do things in a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to just be one-sided. There are multi-faceted approaches to teaching kids to read and write. And so that also was something that we saw when we wanted to write the book and share with other teachers our experiences.
So we use our curriculum, especially our content curriculum, and embedded in our language arts time to teach the kids thinking skills and to create that culture, to give them things to explore, to set up frameworks for them to have that they can use to get their thinking down and visible, and share with other adults and kids.
We really wanted to try and let people see what was going on in our classroom, because a lot of times people open the door and they don't get it. It's something that's not what they've seen around other schools, other districts, other places in the country. And so that was a big thing for us, was to try and share this style of teaching with people, because it's really important for us to be able to create a democratic environment in our classrooms. That's a lot of the feeling that we as teachers are getting now, particularly in the political environment that we are in. And we just want to share that there are other ways to do it. You don't have to always be in such a hierarchical and cookie-cutter kind of system.
And also just what Ann said about rethinking, what is school all about? Is it just to take, is it just to get a good score in a high-stakes test? Is it just to get a good job, or is it really to think more deeply about democracy and what this country's all about?
To learn more about Brad and Ann, check out Ladybugs, Tornadoes, and Swirling Galaxies, available at www.stenhouse.com and through your Stenhouse distributor. Thanks for listening.